Hello, I hope you enjoyed this brief showcase of some new exciting characters. This project has been under development since May of 2025 and our group is ecstatic to finally be able to show it off to the community. What started out as just an interest in porting 1 or 2 Smash characters to Rivals blossomed into a collection of 4 high quality items, 3 characters, Roy, Isabelle, and Inkling, and 1 stage, Castle Siege. If you have a few more minutes to spare, I'd like to briefly break down each of these items and elaborate on why our pack is, well, yet not another Smash pack. First up is Roy, primarily developed by the MH06. Iconic for his reverse tipper mechanic, Roy has seen many highs and lows throughout the Smash series. He's a character that's seen many interpretations and revisions, both from fan mods like Project M, and official reworks like in Smash 4 and Ultimate. In Rivals of Aether, Roy remains true to his fundamental playstyle, established in Smash 4 as a fast, aggressive sword fighter who can truly turn the tides if he manages to close the distance. His moveset is similar in turn, but with a few notes inspired by Project M. This includes a long-range forward tilt that you can angle based on his basic attack from Fire Emblem 6, unique spins on Nair, Bear, and Downstrong, and a slower, strong double-edged dance that can lock down neutral and deal devastating damage. To further differentiate it from Marth's Dancing Blade, double-edged dance only has 3 follow-ups per route, but it carries stronger damage per hit. It also retains the aerial boost from Melee and the turnaround on the last hit from Project M to throw enemies for a loop. Another move that has received a shakeup is Counter. Counters are often seen as redundant in Rivals since they carry a lot of overlap with parrying, which is why Roy has a new toy to play with when countering, the Unbound Blade. After countering any attack, Roy will receive a temporary buff that makes his next attack a guaranteed reverse tipper, indicated by the critical hit sound effect the attack will make. This move introduces a further element of decision-making to Roy's reverse tipper mechanic. You can play it safe and neutral and get a strong forward tilt or jab off, or wait for the right moment to weave your way in and unleash a guaranteed tipper strong. Roy also retains his iconic Flare Blade, and with it, a few extra tricks up his sleeve. When Roy is close to a max charge Flare Blade, he begins to glow white, pretty standard stuff. But in Rivals, you can pocket your charge. Now, it's not quite a max Flare Blade in your pocket, but it does let you unleash a very powerful explosion, a technique inspired by his ranged attack with the Binding Blade in Fire Emblem 6. Land this attack and your foe will be in for a world of hurt. Lastly, Roy has a voice mode for all 3 of his voiced appearances throughout both Smash and Fire Emblem.
I won't lose!
Roy is a love letter to both his foundational appearances in Smash, as well as his home game of Fire Emblem The Binding Blade. His foundational tools, combined with movement on the Rivals engine he couldn't achieve before, make for a fast and aggressive fighter that fans of the character from Smash will love. Next up is Isabelle, Animal Crossing's hard-working secretary, developed by me to end. In Ultimate, Isabelle has been generally seen as a low-tier and outdated zoner. While she fared better than her counterpart Villager, Isabelle has been often overlooked compared to more robust and viable zoners in the meta. Rivals Isabelle, by contrast, is a totally different beast, featuring moveset buffs across the board and clever tweaks to create a unique zoner that can lock down the battlefield with enough creativity. Isabelle's fundamental kit remains similar to Smash. Her Fair, a move that would no doubt be obnoxious in a game without shields, is swapped out with her HDR move where she swings a shovel forward. This Fair sends at a high, almost 90-degree angle, making it great for comboing. Isabelle's iconic Lloyd Trap is here in full, with some adjustments. The trap acts like a polite hitbox, only firing when an opponent in hit stun lands over it. In return, Lloyd has much greater damage and remains excellent at ledge trapping or putting foes in awkward situations. Isabelle's real claim to fame, though, is her neutral special, Pocket, which we should all be familiar with. Snag enemies' projectiles, wait until the moment is right, and throw them back in their face. But in Rivals, Isabelle has a few new tricks up her sleeve. With Pocket, Isabelle can repurpose some of her kit's tools, putting them in her inventory, so to say, to bring out in unique ways. After hopping off of up special by pressing parry, quickly using Pocket will let you hold on to one of your ride's balloons. The balloon itself is a stationary projectile that floats in place and can be popped through regular damage like when they're attached to your recovery. If an enemy carelessly touches one though, they'll get stunned, providing you with ample time for a follow-up. This even works mid-combo too, giving smart Isabelle players a combo reset option that expands upon Isabelle's combo game. Taking notes from her mayor's playbook, pocketing Lloyd Trap will let Isabelle throw Lloyd forward as a rocket. While you can't hop a ride on it, Isabelle isn't daring enough to do something like that. This rocket is still strong and fast, and great at pressuring your foes from afar. Lastly, pocketing Isabelle's no entry sign from Upstrong will let you place it somewhere else on stage. From here, it acts on a light cooldown before springing back up again and dealing big damage. Isabelle can also choose to manually pop the sign by pressing Upstrong again, or pocketing the sign again to reset its timer and save it. For particularly crafty players, Isabelle also retains some of her high-level tech from ult, such as Brief Invincibility and Pocket Startup. And yes, jobbling. Lots and lots of jobbling. Whether you want to lock down stage with your trusty fishing rod and Lloyds, or go on the offensive with your plethora of household supplies, Isabelle in Rivals is a versatile zoner who expands on the character's original vision as a defensive zoner and derivative of Villager. Be creative and resourceful. It's her job, after all. The last of our characters is Inkling by Splat Racer in Sylve 1. This version of the character has been hotly anticipated since 2023. Well, we're happy to announce that she's finally here and ready to join the vast Splatfest that is Rivals. This pack's Inkling primarily takes inspiration from Splatoon 3, featuring both the female Inkling's default color scheme and an array of weapons and tools from Splatoon 3, like the Splatana. She combines this with physics and lots of moves that all players of the character will feel right at home with. For her main mechanic, it wouldn't be Inkling without Ink being involved. Inkling can place down Ink with a plethora of attacks like her Fair, Bear, and Jab. Now, unlike Alt, it won't stick to enemy players, but it will stick to just about any surface you shoot at. While moving over Ink, Inkling will receive a vast speed boost and slowly recover her own Ink gauge, which is crucial for fueling the rest of your kit. One of Inkling's new unique moves is her dash attack, where she whips out the Splat Dualies. Inkling will roll extremely quickly, letting you fall down from platforms just about instantly. You can also use this to fall off stage, but make sure to be careful while you're going down. Holding down attack while you roll will make Inkling shoot the Dualies, using up a lot of ink but covering your landing. In lieu of the super jump from ult, Inkling opts for another more aggressive recovery option, the Zipliner. This special weapon from Splatoon 3 acts like a tether recovery, grappling onto anything from ledges to platforms, and even other players. For even wilder aerial movement, you can pair this with Dare, the devastating Splat Charger, which both gives Inkling an aerial boost and spice anyone caught in its blast. Inkling doesn't have to just get in an opponent's face though. She comes equipped with 3 sub-weapons from Splatoon 3, the Burst Bomb, the Splat Bomb, functions similarly to Alt minus the throw angling, and the Sprinkler. The Sprinkler will fire indefinitely until destroyed or parried, firing out ink in a radius that deals minor damage to opponents. If an opponent in hit stun gets launched into the Sprinkler, they'll take additional hit stun and damage, making the Sprinkler a sub-weapon your foes will have to pay attention to. You can also pressure your opponents at a distance with Neutral Special, the Tri-Stringer. A chargeable bow that can fire either 3 weak but fast shots, or a single concentrated shot that shoots out powerful explosive ink arrows. If you still really like to get in people's faces though, try out Forward Special, the Splat Roller. It isn't made for rolling around like an ult, but it still maintains awesome power and the ability to spike and bury foes when you've got enough ink. Go for a hard read and wipe the floor with them. Inkling in Rivals is the ultimate guns-blazing rushdown character. With your mind on the prize of claiming as much turf as possible, don't let anyone get in your way as you claim victory. To close out our pack, we have a lovely Castle Siege stage made by Atox to Self, known for high-quality stages such as Green Path and Green Hill Zone. This stage takes inspiration from the numerous castle settings featured in Fire Emblem, depicting a skirmish outside of a forested castle ground. In Rivals, this stage doesn't transform, making for an interesting platform layout with asymmetrical platforms and a slope in the middle. The Aether version pays homage to Project M with a gorgeous sunset and blue tiling instead of Smash's red tiling. Lastly, the music selection features a wide array of iconic Fire Emblem tracks, from Melee's banger meeting theme to Ike's theme from Radiant Dawn, and even some selections from the wonderful Premium Arrange collection. Since you've made it this far, we'd like to truly thank you for watching and seeing what our collection has to offer. Oh yeah, I should probably mention when this pack will actually be available to download. The Yet Not Another Smash Pack collection drops today! Right now! Yes, that's right, you can go download all 4 items from this collection as soon as this video ends. We hope you enjoy playing with these high quality items, and once again, thank you for sticking all the way through to the end of this presentation.